Hello, friends, viewers, everybody that is listening, and welcome to the newest episode of the Anime Dudes podcast. My name is Bjorvio, and joining me tonight, or this morning, or whatever time zone you're in, is the incredible, the wonderful, the amazing.
The Anime Dad.
Hey guys, we wanted to thank you all for tuning in today to this newest episode, and we just want to say thank you so much. If you're new, please listen to the whole thing and then tell us how great we did on Spotify, because that really means a lot. So like us, review us, follow us on all of our different platforms. You can find us both on Insta and TikTok. But for now, we are going to be going through. Wow, I speak great. I speak good. Good, I speak. We are going to be going through the final part of season 4 of My Hero Academia.
We are. Thank you guys. We also live on TikTok, so we might refer to some people in the comments just for fun. So if you, we are regular most or every week. So if you see us pop up on lives, come say hi. Ask us some questions about the episodes we're talking about. We don't mind talking about that live, do we, Bjorvio?
Absolutely not. We prefer talking about the live because that means some of our fans that are currently listening in, they're kind of getting a little bit of a sneak peek. And that's okay, because now when you're like, oh, I was on their live, and then we might read your comment live, and then later you get to listen to it and be like, oh, when you listen back to the episode, you're like, that's me, I was there. Do you want to be me? Do you want to be that person? Cool, go follow us live on TikTok when we record. Everyone wants to be me. I mean, yes, exactly.
Bro, your energy is on point. Let's keep that energy there because that's amazing. I'm lifting up to that energy and I really like it. So yeah, last time we spoke about them in the hospital, the very sad episodes of the death in the family of what's his name?
Sir Night-Eye.
Sir Night-Eye. He died. And that was absolutely terrible because everyone cried. But now we're moving out of that and we're moving into the provisional, after they've got the provisional hero licenses, we've got Bakugo and Todoroki, or what I like to call them is three weenie. Is that what people say?
This is the arc where Todoroki gets named. It's 5 weenies, actually, because the children are playing with his first aid kits, and they're like, "What is this? Do you have 5 weenies?" And he's like, "I can assure you, I do not have 5 weenies."
What a perfect line! Like that line should be the line that. Have you met the voice actor? I want to get that signed somewhere on one of my pops.
So my yes, actually, he was my wife's first signature. And so we actually do have a signed Shoto Todoroki. And it has one of the lines that he says from season 1, like, "It's not your fault. We're just on different levels," kind of thing. But now that it's like, now that we both love that line so much, I'm like, we might need a second.
So true. So we move on to there, and Gang Orca comes out, and he is intimidating. He's a great hero, but he'd be a greater villain. If he's on, if he could be the spy. You never know. The spy for all for one.
All for one.
Yeah, he definitely could be. And they're villains, or the people they need to tame or build a relationship with. Sub Hamden, sorry, that was saying hi to someone on TikTok. The people they want to build a relationship with is the students. And these kids, how old do you think they look? 5 or 6?
Oh gosh, yeah. There's no way they're any older than 7. I mean, they're old enough to be in school, but so I would say 5 or 6 is probably a good age. And I think they said that you develop your quirk right around the age of 2, 3, maybe 4. So I would say, given their proficiency with their quirks, 5 or 6 is probably good.
And I know that a 5 or 6-year-old that doesn't have a quirk can be a handful. So 5 or 6-year-old that has a quirk, especially some of the quirks that these guys have, is unbelievable. They'd be very hard. You can see by the teacher's face, she's struggling a lot with these kids. She needs a bit of a break. And straight out the gate, all of them suck with kids. Like, obviously, they're all single children because none of them have siblings. And they're
Oh no,
all, yeah.
Shoto has plenty of siblings. That's not the issue with Shoto.
That's true. I'm so happy there was no pots of boiling water around for him to throw on anyone. Sorry, that's too soon. But that's very true. So yeah, Shoto sucks. The wind guy sucks. Bakugo is not very good with the kids. That girl that can shapeshift.
Cammy?
Yeah, yeah. They all seem to
I think her
suck
quirk is
children.
illusions or something. It's not, I don't know. Maybe it's something like that. It's kind of interesting, whatever
It's
it
a
is.
it's a unique quirk. Let's say all of those guys. Let's say Bakugo, Windman, Hammy. Sorry, someone just anime dad with the scolding truth. That is such a good line. And all those guys have a battle. Who do you think is going to come out on top? First, second, third, with a bit of battle royale.
Okay, so Bakugo, Todoroki, and Wind Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one because they're all so good. I think given where they're at this point in the series, I think Wind Guy has a definite edge over Shoto. I think Bakugo, he's already beat Shoto once, and I'm willing to bet at this point he might be able to do it again. But Bakugo versus the Wind Guy, they're both so persistent too. Oh man, I think the Wind Guy has a slight chance, but Kachan is gonna make him stinking work for it,
I
and
agree.
probably insult him along the way.
Yeah, I mean his quirk is incredible. The wind guy, it's really amazing, and the way he controls it is on point. Um, Now they could have gone either way. The kids try to stand up to these guys, and it could have gone either way. They could have just beat down these kids, and that would have failed them once more, and probably ended them up in jail. But they didn't.
I think my favorite line from that is, "Their leader and tie them up and throw rocks at them."
Yeah, and Bakugo's so good that he realizes that there is a guy in charge. There's a person in
Mm-hmm.
charge that is controlling their mindset. And, some of those quirks that they had were pretty amazing, but they controlled it, they worked it out, they knew that who was in charge, and they ended up creating such a wonderful roller coaster, which I think. Thanks, Dan, for the gifts, which I think they should do rather than being a pro hero. Imagine how much money they would make with a children's roller coaster ride service.
Can I also ride that because it looked pretty freaking sweet? Yeah, you're right. They would make so much money. And think about it. They wouldn't have to pay for things like the cost of repairs. They wouldn't, because Todoroki just, oh, I'm going to make some more ice. Okay, whatever. Like the upkeep of this park would be so easy for them.
Mhm.
Why do they not have these kinds of parks in My Hero? They should be all over the place.
They should. It might be a um a legality nightmare. There might be so many legal problems, but
Mm,
I agree with you. I mean, imagine the quirks. Like in my idea is yeah, liability. You're right, Dan. My
liability, yep.
idea is All Might standing at one end of the park, taking a child, throwing him 4 kilometers down, and and him being caught by Fat Gum. That would be an incredible ride. I would pay money to do that. Whose quirk do you think will be the most useful at a carnival?
Uh, Honestly, I would pay money to be in the fat taxi just to see what it's like. That would be pretty stinking cool. Todoroki's up there. Wind Guy is up there. The Illusion Girl would be really great for haunted houses, not gonna lie. But you know who would also be really cool is oh man, what is that character's name? Um Yeah, I was gonna actually no, she would not be very good. I was gonna say Creaty, but Creaty is so like she can't make big things like that
Hmm.
without just immediately tiring out. So I I I actually think probably Todoroki would be best. Or that ice villains guy that's in season 5.
All right, I've got a hot take here. Um, I think,
That's all what this podcast is about, dude. Let's hear it.
I think purple, purple, ball guy. Imagine how much fun he would be. Put purple balls
Mineta?
to Maneta. Put purple balls on children's hands, allow them to climb super high, and then jump off the building onto a ball of purple balls. Or use purple balls to bounce. I just think Maneta would be not bad for. He's like a kid. He's the size of a kid. As long as no girls or women come up to his ride, it might not be a terrible ride.
While we're on that subject, we could just get shocked by Kaminari. I think that would have the same effect.
Bakugo Blast Off Ride, that's another really good one. An
But
insult
would he
station.
do it?
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. You're right. But you
No,
could
he
almost
would.
like a kissing booth, but it's like an insult station. So someone comes up and gets insulted by Kachan for 2 minutes. I would do that. That would be great.
I would do that. Absolutely. I would pay $100 for that easily. Just walk up and say something, say anything to me. You look like trash. That was the worst Bakugo I've done in a long time. But anyway, yeah, you're right. I do look like trash. Keep going.
That is good. I thought you were just being that was the worst Bakugo. I thought you were just being Bakugo still. But no, that was on. That's a really good thing. All right, and they make friends with the children, and that moves on to the festival where they come up with an idea to make friends with the rest of the school and um make sure they yeah Miss Giant
Mount
playing
Lady juggling people. Okay, I would do that. I'm scared of heights, but I would do that.
I think I would too. That's not a bad idea. She could also swallow people and they could take a tour around the anatomy of a human body. No, that's too far. That's too far.
Going back to my Kaminari idea, then. No, you
No,
know who would be cool?
yeah.
You know, I just thought of this. Flights with hawks, because you just get one little feather behind you, and you just glide all over the place. He could take several hundred people at once, and then he just fly back down. And it's hawks, so he's not going to drop you.
That's the best one there is. Or Froppy in the water swimming and you holding her back. Something like that. You're right. That would be
Oh,
a
that'd be
really good.
cool.
Yeah, I like that. So they're coming up with an idea of what to do for the festival, and they have a range of different ideas. Now, I know they decided on a concert, but what would what would the worst idea for them to have done been, if that makes sense? What do you think?
Romeo and Juliet, The Prisoner of Azkaban, Return of the King.
Yeah, that was
I
quite
think
intense.
I heard that I'm like, that is, number one, I can't believe they got the rights to make that joke. Number two, wait, like, how does that even work? Like, I'm a fan of all three of those. That shouldn't work. That shouldn't work. But they did it, and I heard it was awful. But I would I pay to see it? Absolutely. So something that I would not like to see is I would not like to see Mineta judging the beauty contest.
True. That's a good one. At a maid cafe. Can you imagine Maneta, Deku, Todoroki in those maid uniforms? I think I'm not sure what a maid cafe is, but I'm guessing it's just dressing like maid suits, being a cafe. See, I wouldn't like that. That wouldn't be tremendous. And that wouldn't make Eris smile either.
No, that's the thing. When they're going through the ideas, like there's some really bad ones. There's a study group. There's a UA history one. There is what is it? Tokoyami doing, we're gonna have a dark concert. Like nobody, no, that's weird. Don't do that. I think poetry reading was one of them. Deku was a hero quiz. Like none of these are gonna make Eris smile. These wouldn't make anyone smile.
Yeah.
Eris just, oh, this is so bad. Like I'd rather go back to getting shocked by Kaminari. Why is that the thing that keeps popping up this episode?
Because we just spoke to the incredible, the one, the only Denki Kaminari, the voice actor, the English dub voice actor, and he was so cool. So he's in our minds.
So cool.
So cool. You guys stick around to the end of the podcast because you're going to hear Bakugo singing the Hero 2 song, all right, to finish this off. So that's just a bit of a Bakugo, Bjorvio singing the Hero 2 song. So that's just a bit of a
Maybe it's
teaser there.
Bakugo. Maybe it's not. We'll see. I'm good with either. Maybe both. Why not? Stick around and find out.
That's true. Okay, so, and then La Brava and Gentle Criminal come in. They try break, Deku goes out, gets some more rope, which he should have got Creati to create. Come on. They get Denki
Thank
to.
you.
Yeah,
I think, yeah, like you said with Kaminari, the fact that that no one thinks twice about him charging everyone's phone, like, and it's, oh, well, we just need a rope. But it's a one-time thing versus, Kaminari's always charging their phones. Like, always. We see it all the time in the anime. But I understand, like, I guess if you're going to do it one time, then one time isn't just one time. So I understand, but at the same time, like, if you're going to use Denki, you might as well just use whoever,
Heck yeah. Agreed. So they go out, meet Gentle Criminal, meet La Brava. Gentle Criminal's dub voice actor is on point. He speaks so wonderfully for the particular scenario. And Deku's got his new gloves on. And I really like their fight. Really cool fight, really cool animation. Gentle Criminal versus Fat Gum. Who's gonna win?
He can play. I don't think he can damage Fat Gum, but I don't think Fat Gum would be able to hurt him either. So I'm actually going to put a little bit of an edge on Gentle because there's more of a chance he can hurt Fat Gum than Fat Gum can hurt him.
Yeah, and seeing Gentle's quirk get to a point where it rivaled One for All, at even though it was 8 or 12% of power. He had a lot of power with La Brava's help.
Yeah, he 100% did. Like, Deku mentioned it was a hard fight, but what I like is Deku said, you're not the strongest because of your strength. You're the strongest because of because you remind me of me. I see myself in you, and I feels like I'm having to overcome something to do this. Like, that was a really cool way for him to do that. But also, you're right. His quirk being able to even compete against One for All at this point, because Deku's able to channel like 20%, I think, through Air Force, and he just keeps getting up. But I mean, it's only a force of air. I don't think he can punch with 20% yet, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you're right. You're right. And he ends up winning. But after the big overhaul fight, we didn't need another draining, sad, I mean, it was a little bit sad, but it was a little bit funny, not much on the line. Well, there was a lot on the line, but the way they did it was really, really good. I liked that fight and that battle, and I liked the fact that Eri was able to come to the festival and explore, which made me very, very happy, with Mirio as well with her, which was incredible.
Can we also appreciate the wonderful Mirio line where he's trying to sneak up on them and they see him, and so he throws Eri out, and then he sticks his bum through a bush and says, "Look at this peach," or something along those lines. Like, what?
I know, that was strange. That was good though. He's always just making a laugh and making something funny. But all right. Let's do an improv scene. You're Mario. I'm Eri, and we just arrived at the festival. Hi, Mario. Um, thanks for taking me here. Now, what area is gonna make me smile? This all looks pretty cool.
Don't worry, Ari. We'll teach you plenty. There's plenty of things here to teach you how or remind you how to smile. But Midori is working on trying to get you these candied apples. Don't forget, we have UA's Class 1A's performance is coming up soon. And they also have this really weird play going on. I don't really know anything weird, but I'm sure it'll make you, well, it'll either make you smile or frown. I don't know. But also, don't forget, we have the beauty pageant later. And we can watch our own Nejire Hado go up and perform in that. We can also see Mineta get kicked out of it. And if that's not going to make you smile, I don't know what is.
That's true. As long as Deku's in something, because Deku, I want to see Deku again.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure he'll be fine. Now he's going to be on the dance group from what I heard, so we'll get to see him shaking his tushy left and right.
But I see Deku flying through the air about 4 kilometers away. That doesn't look like he's preparing for a dance.
Well, of course he is, silly. He's got to loosen the glutes.
No, that was good. Your Mario's on point. And hi, Shadow. Thanks for the comment. But no, your Mario is on point. Love it. And my Eri, even better, even better. So
couldn't even tell it wasn't the actual voice actor.
I can't. I was actually going to surprise you with that, but I kind of am the voice actor of Eri. But moving forward, they practice. Oh, Bakugo doing the drums. What did you expect there? Did you expect him to be a drummer?
Absolutely not. And he's over here like, yeah, my parents made me take lessons when I was later or when I was younger, so now I have to play the drums all the time. You know, like what? Bakugo, and not only that, he's stinking good.
Real good. And how does he start? Let's kill him with our sound or something like that.
Yeah, he's like, there's something along the lines of, we're going to kill him with our sound, so listen up. You know, or something like that.
That's great. That's great. And I think the fact that they used the quirks accordingly was really, really good. They used the laser beam to make those laser lights. They used Todoroki again to make that beautiful ice falling from the sky. They used Deku to drag was it the laser guy around? But it was really
Ayama.
good. Yeah, Ayama, really good song, and the song is stuck in my head and stuck in Bjorvio's head. We were talking about it before the podcast, but we're very lucky to have Bjorvio here, the master of all voices, and what I suggest. Dan on TikTok, thank you very much for channeling his anger into the beats. You're right, Bakugo does channel his anger into the beats. So we're going to see what it's like to have different singers doing the Hero 2 song. We got Bakugo to begin with. Then we got Mirio. Bakugo, Mirio. Then we all Might singing Hero 2 song. And finally, we're finishing off with Shigaraki.
Oh gosh. All right. Let's do it.
All right, so you start off with Bakugo, Mirio, All Might, Shigaraki. Start with Bakugo. Everyone ready?
Okay.
Let's go.
Hero 2, I am a hero 2. My heart is sad, and I won't back down. Hero 2. Yeah, okay. That's Bakugo.
That's awesome. That sounded so cool. You actually got the pitch right as well. All right, Mirio.
Did the mic pick all that up?
Most of it, except that high note, but that was real good. All right, Mirio.
All right. All right. Hero 2, I am a hero 2. My heart is sad, and I won't back down.
Nice. You're so good with singing as well. Go to All Might. This is going to be hard.
Oh, yeah, this will be hard. Nope. Let's try that again. That was bad. Hero 2, I am a hero 2. My heart is sad, and I went back down.
Yes,
That
that was good. Shigaraki. Finish it off with Shigaraki.
What? Oh, now I forgot how the chorus goes. Okay, got it. Villain 2, I am a villain 2. My heart is sad, and I won't back down.
Big round of applause to our man Bjorvio. You wouldn't hear that anywhere else, alright? You've got Bakugo, Mirio, All Might, Shigaraki singing Hero 2. What a man. Well done. That was on the spot improv, and you kicked it out of the park. Well done.
So my question to the audience then is, why haven't you already shared this? Because you're not going to hear that anywhere else, and your friends aren't going to believe you that actually happened. So now you get to be like, "Ha ha, you are wrong," and send them this, and they're going to be like, "Oh wow, you are so right. You are so wise and so smart for listening to this podcast where that happened. Don't you want to be smart?" That's what I thought. Like and subscribe. You already are smart. This is your chance to be even smarter.
Nice work. That is so true. You need to like and subscribe to hear more of that. This is not AI. This is real human emotion and life. And AI could not sing Hero 2 in Shigaraki's voice. But no, that was great. Thank you very much. Next week we're talking about another special moment. The man, the dad, anime dad of all anime dads is fighting. So we're looking forward to that. But thank you for listening.
Hawks? So there is one quick thing I wanted to mention about the whole Eri thing.
Yeah.
I don't know about you,
Yeah.
but I cry every time that she smiles. Every time. It used to be the lock screen on my phone, just in case I was having a bad day, I'd see that smile. It's a beautiful moment. And it's one of those that the whole arc really led up to. It's beautiful, man. It's so stinking beautiful. I cry every time. It's one of my top moments in My Hero. I couldn't end the podcast without saying how much I love.
Sorry, you are so actually right. You're so right. I didn't even mention the most amazing point is when she smiled and how the song crescendos into that. It is so good. And Miria looking at her and saying, "Sir, I wish you could see this." Such a special moment. And you're right. It's moments like that the fights are great. The characters are awesome. The quirks are fantastic. But to focus on a child's smile that hasn't smiled before or forgot how to smile is a real special moment in that whole arc. So thanks for bringing that up. That's amazing. All right. Well, can you take us out with Eris' voice? And yeah, take us home, Bjorvio.
Sure, no problem. Hey everyone, thanks for listening to it. No, I'm kidding.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for listening to the Anime Dudes podcast. It really made a lot, and it's one of the only things that makes me smile because they talk about Deku and Mirio, and it's really, really nice. So if you want to smile too, you should check them out and share it with all your friends, and it would really mean a lot to me. So thank you so much, and all of you are Hero 2s.